Hello. Just a small race report from the last race at the Megadrom, where I raced in Formula class and touring car 13.5. And I have really mixed feeling because this was a real catastrophic and this made so much fun. It's funny because I reached in both class the same result. I was the third from behind of the field, so the third last. But in Formula, I was very unhappy. I really expected more, and in touring car, it was very good. It was a test, and it just made so much fun to drive. And so I'm just happy that I drove in this class with this awesome car, and it just made fun. But first, the bad stuff, the Formula class. I have problems with the tires. If you follow my channel, you know I try this and that, try the volantes, and suddenly they break down and have no grip anymore. So I went back to the right tires, and the week before the race I tested and I had a very good balance in the car. I was quite happy. At least the times, yeah, they have never been that good, at least. No? But now at the race day, I had 3 different driving characteristics of this car. I had not enough grip at the rear. I had not enough grip at the front. I had too much grip at the front. It was a mess. I had never a balance, and driving made absolutely no fun with this car. And so, yeah, I can say, or somebody can say, oh no, you give up, you are not under the top 3, so you give up. Try it, keep on trying. And I'm also happy about all the tips I was sent, people comment what I can do. Actually, yeah, I tried so much. I think 80 or even 90% of the setup are the tires, and I really don't get a feeling to these tires, what I have to do. And even the rear tires, for example, you need so much grip. It's a 2-wheel drive car, and you need the grip at the rear axle. But the tires out of the box have no grip. So you drive many times around the tracks, many laps, clean the tires, put tire sauce once again on it, etc., etc. And someday then they will get a little bit grip. Yeah, this is for me very strange, because touring car tires I put on maximum 2 times driving a battery, and you have the grip, and everything is fine and works. And even they last really quite long. I'm surprised how that the Volante tires here on my touring car do not show any wear. They are awesome. But Formula, I don't know. Maybe my car is too light. I don't know. I use this low profile batteries. Some people put ballast weights into the rear pod, and so the whole weight moves back. Maybe I have to use bigger batteries that weigh more. I don't know. So first I will stop racing with this car. I have no other plans. I will explain also. But I won't sell it. I just think selling does not make any sense, because the prices for used Formula cars are so low. And I think if you want to sell a 20-year-old Tamiya F103, you get a better price on eBay than a 2-year or 1-year-old Xray X1, which is strange. I don't know why, but so I will. No, I won't sell this car, and I will try something. So this car will remain on my YouTube channel, but not with the highest priority. I will keep on testing things with it. And I have also the options, for example, to use foam tires. Just to have fun with it. I put foam tires and they have unbelievable amount of grip, and I just have fun with it like a real pan car. So pan cars normally foam cars, except Formula class. And this is also an option. So we will see. Anyway, touring car was awesome. 13.5 class, I drove my old LRP X20 13.5 ton motor, whereas the other drivers drove the much more fleeter 13.5 ton motor, and the much more motors are the best in the market. They are so strong. You need this motor in the 17.5 ton class, you need it in the 13.5 ton class. But I knew this before, that I have a slower motor than the others. No problem. I just wanted to test this car in competition, and if it makes fun, and it makes so much fun, it's amazing, and I definitively want to continue racing with this car, the Xray T4 2017 is it, which I bought used. Funny, yeah. I did not do so much maintenance to it. Xray cars, touring cars drive always very well, and I am learning a lot. I asked the race winner, my mate Niels, from 17.5 ton class, and I said, I get traction rolling, the grip rises during the race. And he said, yeah, I put twice tire saws on the rear tires, and on the front only half of the tire, inside the tire of course. And there's of course some glue on the tire, on the sidewall of the tire, that it does not have this hard edge to the carpet, and which produces this traction rolling. And I did this, and it works very well. And you can push with touring cars. It's not like driving around with a Formula car and as smooth as possible, and you cannot push more because pushing does not bring anything. But with touring cars you can raise your limits, and you drive in a specific rhythm. You really get a rhythm with the car, and this is so awesome, and you are one with the car, and that's why it makes so much fun. And 13.5 ton is very fast on the straight, no? That's also fun. So you drive out of the curve to the straight, and there is some power, which is then at 17.5 ton not. But overall the 17.5 ton class is the way to go. It's the biggest class, very competitive, but not too fast. You can drive maybe a little bit easier to drive, less power, must drive maybe a little bit differently, but due to that the speed is not so fast, at least it will be easier, and a very good class to keep on learning all the stuff with touring cars. And in the Megadrom Racing Series, 17.5 ton is driven with beautiful GT bodies. So I will buy probably the GT Design Venom, and of course much more fleeter 17.5 ton motor. Furthermore, I have now the LRP Flow X Speedo in my touring car. This Speedo is with the fleeter motor is a great combo. So race winner Niels had this combo too, He also drives the BT design Venom body, but with an express chassis, which is quite exotic, but seems to be also working well. But with my Xray, I do not do anything wrong, I can see. So, this will disappear, and I could drive, of course, one class. It's more relaxing, but let's be sure, yeah. To be honest, I just like to drive cars, RC cars, and it was a little bit stressful with two cars, but it's too boring only have one car. And when you fail in one class, maybe you are in the other class better, and then everything is fine. You are not sad then. So let's bring this brother back to the track. My old Xray XP2. Stock class, 13.5 with a CS electronic motor. Yeah, works very well. Quite old the buggy, but for off-road you must also drive very constantly. Do not crash, and then you can reach really something. I will always reach, I guess, more in this class, in my home class, which it was, than here, because here most stuff is new. It's not the first time that I drive touring cars. With touring cars everything started almost 10 years ago. Or let's go back 20 years ago when it really started, with a big break between. But I have driven so much with this car. And it's old, it's the 16th version, updated to the 17th version. I should buy the new one, the 19th version. Maybe very good. Bruno Coelho just won with the 19 car the EOS race. But I drove the Yokomo YZ2 from Dennis, and Dennis is a race winner in off-road. He wins normally every race there. He's very talented, and I drove his car, and yeah, there are words between them. This Yokomo YZ2 is so agile, unbelievable. There will be an updated version, I guess quite soon, because Lee Martin drove it already at the EOS race last weekend, and maybe I will buy this then. Yeah. I'm not fixed to Xray. I love Xray, and they make great stuff, but of course I can drive also some other stuff, and driving the car of the race winner and be able to copy his setup, which is awesome. Yeah? I think I can drive with it. It's very agile, but you can drive the car so precisely. And I saw another guy there who switched from Xray to Yokomo, and first he was behind me, and now I cannot catch him. So there's no way around. But as soon as the new Yokomo is not available, I will keep on with my old guy here and have fun with it. That's the main thing in RC, having fun. So next race will be only touring car, because the Tony Sport series will be in the Megadrom, where I drive already the much more 17.5 turn motor. The speedo is free, that's good, and the body is free. So it's a 17.5 ton class in Tony Sport series. You can drive what you want, not a GT body. So I will keep on with this Mazda 6 body. And yeah, so, and Volanti tires, I drove already the Volanti tires. They work very well for me. I like them, and it will be once again a fun weekend, I guess. My mate Kai will visit me too, with his Xray T4 2017 with the same combination with Speedo, LRP, FlowX and much more motor, and so we can battle each other and see who has more waist lock. Who will see? And then there's the end of the year race, where I will definitively drive with Xray XP2. By the way, the flow was previously in this car, and here I have a new Speedo, the Hobby-Wing XR10 stock, but I will make from both cars dedicated video where I show you all electronics quite soon. So, end of next race, touring car, end of year race, off-road, and then the Megadrom Racing Series is back mid of January with the second race out of 6, and I will for 99% participate with these both cars. It will be maybe difficult to drive one on-road, one off-road on 2 different tracks. Yeah, but there's break between the races, and if I want it, I have to manage it, so that's the case. It's also quite easy because you have, if nothing breaks on off-road, you have nothing to do. Here you must prepare the tires. So with both on-road cars, I had to prepare for both cars the tires. I had a lot of things to do in the pit lane, and if I just load the batteries here and put it to the track and drive, and I take a little bit more love to this car with tire preparation, etc., and maybe put it into the setup station and make some setup changes, then I think it's a very good combination. I'm looking forward to this, and of course I will make a report of the races here on the YouTube channel. I will film all my races, and feel free to give a like to my video, and if you want to comment, of course I will try to answer all the comments, and if you haven't already, of course subscribe. So see you at the track or here in my YouTube channel. Bye bye.